words, if you indulge me, please. First of all, let me thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate this memorable event for this beautiful lady that I love so much.
Oh, you're so
All right, listen. I wish I could have done all of it off the top of my head, but you know, thanks to these guys and their great, tremendous. How about a nice round of applause? This is one of my favorite restaurants in the whole world. These guys are tremendous. The owners are great, and the food is fantastic. So we're in a good place. I want to say something to my wife, and forgive me if I read a little bit because I took the time to write it out actually, which is something I don't usually do. But I knew I would have a couple of glasses of water so that they would kind of balance me out. So I figured that, let me just. All right. So one of the great things about getting older is how the perspective of life, don't read, broadens all the time. When getting older, you stop paying that much attention to the significant nonsense for which you begin to appreciate truly who you love and who's important in your life. And here they are. This is an event for family. Family. That's what that says. The perspective begins to change, and you start to realize that the things that are important are the things that are really serious in your life, and you don't start to pay attention to the stupid stuff. For example, Janine, like taking your shoes off in the house, no big deal, man. Let it go. Get past that, you know? When you take out the garbage and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm looking at reruns of Breaking Bad, it's all good.
Sounds like my
It's all good. Nicole's incessant habit of leaving a trail of clothing all over the bathroom and down all over the place. It's all right. Get past it. Not a big deal. I like the house stifling hot. Janine likes the house as if we were camping out in the woods in the middle of winter with no camping gear. It's all right. We'll get rid of that too. It is true. I do come home starving, and I start picking around the house as if I was at a buffet line. No big deal, honey. Get over it. It's all good. The attic is starting to look like the Museum of Natural History, which is not the worst thing in the world because someday when we move, you're going to find incredible stuff. The list is long, but we've learned to get over it over the past few years, and I want to spend as many birthdays as I can celebrating my girl because I love you so much. So now here's some funny stuff about 50. So anybody, I don't know, there's not too many people over 50 here, but just in case there is, you know you're 50 when getting lucky means a short wait at the doctor's office. You know you're 50 when you're in an elevator and your favorite song comes on. You know you're 50 when your back goes out more than you go out. You know you're 50 when you have a party at your house and nobody next door realizes that you had a party.
Oh no.
You know you're 50 when you get on a bus and somebody offers you a seat and you take it. Joan Rivers said, looking 50 is great if you're 60. Janine once told me that we spoke about being over the hill, but that's all right because once you're over the hill, it's all downhill. After that accident, you'll be fine. Bottom line, 50 is a great age if you're a bottle of wine or a piece of cheese. So. Anyway, you know what? I know you don't want me to say this, but I have to. I'm going to echo my mother-in-law's words. She said, when you're over 50, you could say anything you want.
That's right.
You could curse, you could tell them to go
drive how you want.
where they got to go. You could speak your mind. hear me out, please. You can say whatever you need to say because you've earned the right to say it. And that's what life is. But let me give you a perspective on this gathering. There were two things that my wife asked me not to do. She said to me, don't give me a party and don't give a long speech. Sorry, you got both. But the party is necessary because the gathering of people and not just people, but the gathering of family that loves you, is not just celebrating your birthday, but it's celebrating memories. Because when we go past the points of celebrating and remembering, what we have is, as we look back, is the memories, the pictures that we collect of all the people that sat around the table and had drinks and had food with us. Birthdays are not just a way of collecting time, engaging time, but birthdays are a way of gauging the most important thing that we have, family in our lives. And every year, family celebrates you. And this wasn't a party to just celebrate your birthday. This was a party for us to be here and to be counted for being in your life, for being important to you, and for you being important to us. You're especially important to me. And I want to thank you. And I wish I would have had more years, but we got more to go. And I love you so much. Thank you all.